Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. Yeah? So it's like, I'm gonna go find out.
I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. This is a quote by Albert Einstein. And it really speaks to me. Curiosity. Curiosity. You know, they say questions are the answer. Be curious, like a child. Cultivate a sense of childlike wonder. Cultivate bewilderment. Cultivate curiosity. In all facets of life, keep asking questions, for questions are the answer. I remember walking into a library in Pasadena, the Central Library, Pasadena, California, and seeing this huge book, right? Big old book. In fact, the book was titled The Knowledge Book. Big book, right? And the knowledge book, walking up to it, opening up this huge tome and seeing right there on the front page of the first chapter, and I think it was even the first sentence, there was a quote by Albert Einstein. And the quote said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge." And I thought to myself, wow, imagination more important than knowledge? And here it is, right here in the knowledge book. So what did I do? I closed the book and I walked away. And I embraced my imagination, that magical land within, that mystical land within. Because after all, one of the greatest minds in history just let me know out of the knowledge book that what was already in here was more important than what was down there. So it allowed me to further embrace my own curiosity. Not to say that I don't want to learn, or I don't have this yearning and burning for more learning, but to say that I could still challenge myself to explore and be curious with the vast, untapped resources that already resided within. And these are the same gold mines that you have inside you. If you would just take a gander, take a look inside. You are the book. You hold the light within. So, in what ways can you cultivate more curiosity in your life? Getting out into nature, saying to yourself, do I really know what that is? I remember I seen a pigeon. I seen a pigeon, right? And one of my good friends, Lamb, legend already made, shout out to Lamb. And he asked me, he said, Jerome, do you know what that is? And I was like, yeah, of course. It's a pigeon. What are you talking about? It's a bird. He's like, you don't know what that is. I was like, what are you talking about? It's a bird. Like, we're looking at it. He's like, bro, that could be anything. And I had to think about it. I was like, what? He's like, you don't know what that is. Like, yeah, we call it a bird. Okay. We call it a pigeon. All right. But what is it really? Whatever is in that being could be experiencing something that we may never know. Right? The cosmos, the universe, consciousness decided to come into that form, and we call it a bird. We say, oh, those are wings. Oh, it flies. It does this, it does that. It goes here, it goes there. It's a bird, it's a pigeon. So what? But if you really start to wonder, what is that? Do you know what that is? Going beyond what you've been sold, beyond what you've been told, into the realm of the timeless that never grows old. To be able to let go of what cannot be controlled. And ultimately, see everything else start to unfold. This is what curiosity can do. For me and for you. When you understand that it all resides inside. This life can be a wonderful ride. And I took myself on that wonderful ride, that roller coaster of emotions, when I was in a recent Vipassana retreat. Vipassana, insight. For as we know, we have our outsight, see with the eyes. But how often do we use our insight, see with the mind? Taking that time to find the inner child in you, that no matter what age or what stage you are at in life, is still there, waiting for you, asking earnestly for you to acknowledge, to hear, and not to fear the child in you. Nurture that child in you. Nurture that curious nature. Nurture that sense of wonder. And you will not go asunder. It won't lead you astray. In fact, it can be one of the best things to lead you well on your way. Just being able to say, I appreciate you today. Blessings to you, my friend. And just letting you know once again, cultivate that divine curiosity in your mind, allowing yourself to go beyond perception and to cultivate a better connection and an inner reflection with who you are at your core. You'll start to see there's always more to explore, and even much more in store. Take care.